Dear neighbor, I'm sorry, but I can't join you for our morning constitutional. Since the start of this pandemic, we've walked together every day. I've enjoyed your conversation, wry sense of humor and endless supply of quotes. They always hit the mark. When week 2 hit, bringing the death of my sister's husband, rapidly followed by the death of my best friend's wife, and depression weighed me down like a sack of dead puppies, our time together helped me get up each morning. Today, the death of George Floyd has hit me like a sledgehammer. It's one more tragedy in a long string of horrific events. That string is choking me. I do know it's not just about me. My ancestors lived through worse. Wait a minute. Many of them didn't actually make it through their trials alive. I can't join you today, or anytime soon. And it's so hard to explain why, without bringing up a taste of the bitter bile that I've pushed down for so long. Why has this one heartless death brought me to my knees? Is it because it comes in the midst of all that COVID-19 has already delivered to our doorstep? Solitude, sickness, layoffs, unemployment, mental health issues, death. All of it hitting friends and family in rapid-fire succession? Is it because more and more people are ditching masks and social distancing and becoming angry and violent? If I dare to ask them, step back and cover your face. Is it because I have amazing nephews, beautiful young men who rose to high places in their chosen fields and who make us so proud despite all the forces that sought to pull them down? Is it because despite their accomplishments, it only takes one disgruntled Joe, one bullet, one angry white man who blames them for his own failure to end their bright futures? Is it because of my fear of the next generation, my adopted grandchildren and all the grandnephews and nieces? They watch the news with furrowed brows. They ask why so many people view them through a lens of hate and fear, people who don't even know them. Is it because I had hoped this new generation could have lived a while longer in childhood's innocence before inheriting the survival manual we give to Black and brown youth? Is it because of my decision not to have kids? My fear that if I have a son, how would I protect him? Is it because of the policeman who drew his gun on me when I asked for directions outside of a 7-Eleven in Pleasanton? Is it because of the white men and boys I've dated and simultaneously had to educate? One argued with me about the book, The Color Purple, firmly stating in the false righteousness of his privilege, it was so unrealistic. Black people didn't own land then. This past summer, I was hired to give Zoom presentations on a variety of Black subjects. How is it I'm suddenly the expert? My degrees are in music. There was a Zoom presentation for a budding psychotherapist during which I shared some of my problems, some of the many problems I've experienced while dealing with the medical system, especially while seeking to seek therapy. I was warned by the therapist who booked me for the event that her supervisor was nervous about the talk and wanted to cancel it. The supervisor attended the presentation, perhaps to keep an eye on the proceedings. To infuse a little levity into the talk, I told them about how I could never get any respect when car shopping, so I'd adopted a new credo: take a white man with you. In telling it, I realized that I've had to do this so often, it's not funny anymore. It was an emotional reveal for me. And I thought I'd gotten used to the audience participant disconnect when presenting on platforms such as Zoom. Chuckles, sounds of agreement or disagreement, and even body language helps a presenter connect with the audience on a different level. But unfortunately, many of the audience members had their cameras off. When thanking me at the end, the supervisor erupted into sobs. It was a presentation I wasn't sure that I could survive, yet she was the one crying. I never got a chance to see her. She had her camera off as well. Yesterday, I received an invitation from the department that I retired from 7 years ago. Why now? Why not the year I retired? I haven't changed. I haven't suddenly become a specialist on issues of equity and inclusion. For the past several months, I've received offer after offer to join local boards. I remember applying to be an artist at a local gallery. At the time, I was informed that I didn't quite fit into their vision. But now, a year later, it's, can you join our board and help us figure out how to better serve the community? No! Dear neighbor, often during our walks, you turn the discussion to current events. You express your indignation at the state of affairs in our country or about the upcoming election. You hope to see forgiveness in my eyes. You want to tell me that you're a good person and that you're exempt from joining the protest because, as you say, you paid your dues back in the 60s. You want me to tell you that everything will be fine. At a point in history when it has never been easier to research and find information on virtually any topic under the sun, you ask me, what should I read? How can I educate myself? Why can't I join you on our morning walk? Is it because I'm exhausted and drowning under the weight of it all? Is it that I've been an armchair activist all my life and now is the time to act? And I can't have the distraction of pretending that all is well. So, I am sorry that I can't walk with you today. I can't discuss current events. I can't recommend a reading list. I can't educate you. I can't absolve you. If I continue to make things easier for you, where does that leave me? Use your white privilege to help. Please. I have a long fuse, but its burning tip is coming closer every day.